See, sous chef Jack. Thank you, Jack, for reminding me. Nick gets his liver. And thank you, that was a good reminder.
You got tea in the kitchen.
Yeah, man, I just finished butchering up a turkey. Then we got, how much did it weigh?
Look, a lot of people put water, but I'm not gonna put water, I'm gonna put stock.
Man, how much was the turkey? It was like 15 pounds?
Chicken stock.
Yes.
So it was a 15-pound turkey.
It's up to you.
And what I did was I deboned
Do you
it
put in? I'll show
just
you.
because I wanted to use the bones and everything to make the stock. And then also too, it cooks quicker. Yeah, I was gonna smoke it, but since I deboned it and I didn't feel like cleaning my grill and stuff,
It was just about
I
to
just
do
went
it.
this route.
That's it.
Alright, so we just finished the turkey, finished my stuffing, and also gravy, mashed potatoes, and I got my sweet potato mash in there as well. I tried to put the mushroom on. We can get stick peek on it. Lay that thing right there. Woo! Oh, we're gonna be eating good. Yeah.
Throw straight out the... We'll keep it spread together.
And the expanded side of the facility that we're under construction at should be done within the next few weeks, hopefully by the end of this month. And then next month we'll probably have a soft opening, and then at the end of the month have our grand opening once I get all the kinks and stuff out of everything. But we just finished all the drywalling and stuff. We still got the roofing to do, but that's gonna be done. And I guess while I'm in here, I'll show you. This is my new office here. So we'll do like a small little tour. Pretty big spot, you know, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of we got a garage door. Showcase that. It's my first garage door I've ever had, so I'm very proud of it. Yeah, and then coming out here should be the facility. So we're gonna have a lot more machines, a lot more cardio. We'll be able to address a lot of have a lot of diversity within the facility, so that we can cater to a lot of different people, no matter what your style of training is. But we're still gonna keep that hardcore atmosphere as well. So we are a bodybuilding gym first and then powerlifting gym. And we're gonna have a lot of the unique hardcore equipment. Most of the stuff that no other gym will be willing to have into their facility, but I'm not afraid of that. Let's come on. Let's make it nice. So it's a pretty big spot. This is gonna probably almost triple our area that we already have. So we're gonna be about 10,000 square feet with all this, and we even got a whole other section over here. So this is just a small little tour of everything. And yeah, so later on when this is even more complete, we'll do a full walkthrough tour right before the equipment gets here. And then we'll do another tour. So we got like 2, maybe 3 tours that we're gonna do of this place to show you how it's subtly building up and everything. All right, so pre-workout's kicking in. Well, my pump product is kicking in. Let's make it happen. Yeah, that's enough, right? It's been about being a new approach to everything. So a new thing that I'm kind of incorporating into my training and what I've been, I guess my rehab as well and mobility work is rope work. I've been doing some rope flow. Pretty cool. I'm very, very beginnerish with it, so don't expect me to be doing some intricate flows like Nisima or anybody like that. Just give me some time, let me work on it and stuff. But I basically, for the beginning of my workout or any training session that I'm going to be doing now, do about a few swings of these and work on it like unilaterally, one arm at a time. Then I go into working with both arms, getting some fluidity within my movements and stuff. And what I've noticed is that I'm able to feel more free with my movements when I'm training and stuff. So as I'm getting a pump and stuff, I still feel like I can move. Even though it's the best feeling in the world to get a pump and like I can't move, I still want to be able to move. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So with this has helped out a lot, especially like if you have like shoulder issues, any elbow issues, these type of movements here. And the best part, one of the best and key components to this is opening up your spine mobility. You really need to open up that spine mobility, especially if you're planning on getting bigger, getting heavier, things of that nature. So I've been working on my spine mobility, working on my feet, my ankles, my knees, lower back, everything. So all of that's going to be seen in the new approach. And then I'm going to even probably start a series, call it like being better, and just talking about more of, or being more intricate with what I do with these. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the flow that I got. You know, it's like I said, it's not too much, but it's just enough. I'm getting the beat going, starting to sway back and forth, and it's just all about getting a rhythm. Then I'll switch hands. Now what I do notice with this side of me is that the rope tends to go like more than angle when it's on the unilateral side, whereas when I'm on my right side, it's straight up and down. So that tells me is that I get a little bit more coordination on my right with my left than with my left, which is a given because I'm right-handed, so it just makes sense. But it's so apparent of how off they are in terms of my coordination between the two. So, you know, I really incorporate a lot of this. There we go. So now, and what I do is I start with a reverse circle on it, and then start going, and then instead of it being about a lot of arm movement, now I start swaying the body. And now as I sway with it, I can catch the beat or the rhythm of it, and now I can use less and less arm movement. And that's as far as I've gotten so far with it. Sorry, so let's go in and get started. I know I've talked about this one before, but it's probably one of my favorite devices here in the gym. It's called the Bear Post, and I use it a lot to help me with prehabbing and rehabbing body parts. So right now, since I'm gonna be doing some incline pressing and stuff, I'm gonna utilize this just to help get some minor work into my tricep, my delt, and also my lats, because all of that works together. And what I do is I'm gonna use the more narrow side, more pointed, to like kind of really like dig deep into the muscle I'm trying to work. So I angle it up like probably about right here, get my tricep. Push right into it. I just do a few scrapes as I do it. And I'm not going as intense as I would for a post when I'm done training, because I still want to have some type of tightness within the muscle when I'm training. I do a few extra scrapes on this arm over this arm because typically this arm starts to give me a little bit of problems when I was having some issues. So I've always kept up with that method where I'll do a little bit more on my left side than I would on my right side, because I believe that, like, even if you have a dominant body part, you should never like neglect training it. So for instance, if I want to bring up, say I have a great chest, but I want to bring up also my arms, that doesn't mean stop training chest to train my arms. No, what it does mean is that you still want to train chest, still want to do everything that you were doing before, but maybe incorporate another day into for arm work, or just put more emphasis into the arm training. So never ever just neglect the body part because you think it's too good or something like that. So now when I get ready to do the lats, angle it back down a little bit. And the lat that I'm doing is basically just like a static pressure that I push into it. And I try to get some movement with the arm. And then try to mimic the movement of a press. Oh, woo. That hits. And then because this side is a lot, like I said, more tight, I use the even like more pointed edge on this for this side, for this particular movement. Oh. Digging into it. So now what I do, I want to add a little bit of resistance to it. So add some load. So I'm gonna dig into it. Wait, hold on. I'll probably double strap this. Now, turn it to the other side. So you see I'm getting it into the armpit, like deep into the lat. And I'm just try to mimic the movement of a press. Just like with everything, do a little bit more on this side than I do the other side. just working in different ranges of motion, getting the elbows, everything warmed up, ready to start working. I tend to have like little pains here and there when it's cold outside and stuff. Then when it's hot, shit, as you can see, I'm training in a hoodie right now, hoodie and some sweatpants, and it ain't even that cold, but it's cold enough to where I can feel it in my joints. Even breathing, if I take a deep breath in, lungs, throat starts to burn and stuff. So yeah, it's getting to that winter time. See, like with all that band stuff and everything before, when I had to get to this weight, just this weight alone, it's not even heavy at all, I'd start feeling tension all here in the elbow. It'd be just enough tension to where it's like annoying and that you don't want to complete the movement because you're just like, ah. And then when I start getting to like the heavy weights, it really started nagging me. And I don't like using like knee wraps and stuff like that because I feel like that constricts the joints to actually freely move the way they're supposed to move. I understand what their intended purposes are. I just always felt more excruciating pain during and after the workout when I try to use like knee sleeves or elbow sleeves and stuff like that, knee wraps, elbow wraps, than what I did instead of just trying to develop the tendon or the tendons around it. But my strength is coming back. I've been dealing with like kind of like a cold/fever this past week. It's the first movement I'm able to do and not start getting a headache or whatever. So hopefully my weight is back up. This is moving silence, nigga, and I don't talk a lot. This whole week has been like trash. I ended up losing, I think I lost a total of like 6 pounds. Kicked my ass here. But today I feel pretty good today. So let's see what I can get through. I might only do like 3 movements, maybe 3. Just to get myself into the rhythm of everything. Yeah, like yesterday I did for legs. I got 2.5 movements, and I only say half because I only got through like 2 sets of the last movement, because then that headache was just like bumping on me. And I was doing legs, and it wasn't like the headache that you get from like holding your breath. It was like the headache instantly came from the very first like warm-up set. But I fought through it for about 2 movements, and on that 3rd movement, I could only get through 2 sets because that pendulum squat kicked my ass on there. I couldn't do it. It's already an intense enough movement, so. I like how everybody struggles to put that bench back in there. basically what I'm doing here. I know it looks like I'm doing a tricep extension, but in reality what I'm doing, I'm almost like throwing the weight, and I'm not getting the tricep to really flare off. What I'm actually doing is warming up the elbows, getting some fluidity with it while adding some load to it. So I got it at like 50 pounds, something really, really light that I don't have to strain the tricep into. And I'm working within the range of motion that I normally would have some type of slight discomfort or anything. That just helps me through my pressing movements. So I do one more set over there with the barbell, the incline, and move to the next. My strength is kind of like coming back little by little. As you see, I'm not going fast or anything. I'm trying to keep a tempo, and I'm purposely keeping this tempo to just pump the muscle. Just trying to focus on pumping the muscle. When you're recovering from like being sick or an injury and stuff, the last thing you want to do is come back in the gym and try to push a bunch of heavy weight. You're gonna do one of two things even with that. One, you're gonna make yourself sick again. May not happen the next day, could happen a week from now, but it's gonna stem from that, not doing your recovery properly. And then two, you run the risk of an injury. If I were to try to go back in there and try to hit it the exact way that I was before I got sick, that'd be an issue. But right now, I think I'm do the right thing. Just pump the muscle when you come back from either an injury or being sick. It's so hard to try to keep the rhythm as you go down to trigger the same rhythm to go up. All right, so that's it for the incline. All right, so that's it for today. Sorry I couldn't give you more, but like I said in the beginning, still recovering from a cold. I still kind of have it. But we just pushed a lot of volume today. Push reps, focus on the tempo of the way I'm doing the reps, and trying to execute everything as properly as I can. Yeah, and just pushing blood. That's it. That's all I'm doing for this week. I may be doing the same thing for much of next week. Maybe next week, Wednesday, Thursday, I should start really showcasing back to some normalcy of everything. And again, we got some other things going with the recovery and everything like that. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Anything that you want to see, just put down in the comments below. And follow me on Instagram, TFlex, TFLEXX001. And then also follow the gym page as well at TFX_training facility. Yeah, that's all I got for you for today. Might drop a little tidbits here and there, but that's all I got for you today. All right, peace.